Good morning and welcome back to Open Med School. In the last session, we have discussed about the unifying theory regarding the appreciation of breathlessness, that is, afferent, efferent, the central processing, and development of an afferent-efferent mismatch. Today, we will be discussing about the basic pathophysiology of development of this afferent-efferent mismatch in case of left heart failure. As we know, heart failure is defined as the inability of the heart to pump blood to the metabolic demands of the body, or can do it only at increased filling pressures. So, we take the left ventricular failure first. So, here you can see the ventricle. The ventricle fails as a pump. So here comes the aorta, this is the mitral valve, this is the tricuspid valve, and here comes the pulmonary artery, the right and left branches. When the left ventricle fails, what will happen? Left ventricle is unable to eject the blood into the aorta. So naturally, at the end of systole, the left ventricular end diastolic volume per pressure increases. So at the end of diastole, the mitral valve is open, and so it is in communication with the left atrium. So during diastole, as the pressure in the LV is high, it is transmitted to the left atrium, so it produces increase in the LA pressure. And we know that the left atrium receives the pulmonary veins. So what will happen? There are four pulmonary veins which are connected to the lungs, or the blood from the lung is received into the left atrium through the pulmonary venous system, or the pulmonary veins. So when the pulmonary venous pressure increases, what happens? In the venous end, so this is the pulmonary vein, the venous end of the capillary, the pressure increases. That is, the pulmonary venous pressure is increasing, so naturally the venous end of the capillary also pressure must be high, there is a back pressure. This activates the Starling's law. When the pressure is increased, the fluid will start translating. Where is it getting translated? It is translating into the interstitium. So these are the alveoli. In between the alveoli there is the space is there, the interstitium gets edematous. When there is interstitial edema, what happens? The compliance of the lung comes down. So the compliance decreases. So what will happen? The work of breathing increases. The metaboreceptors, there is whenever excess of activity going on, lactate and other materials will be produced. The stretch receptors, the muscle spindles, all get activated. And this will send impulses, as explained earlier. Then comes the mismatch. There is a mismatch between the afferent and the efferent, and is interpreted as the dyspnea. So basically what you should remember is the dyspnea in heart failure. When we say heart failure here, it is left ventricular failure, the left heart failure. Breathlessness is predominantly, or basically, the pathophysiology is increase in the pulmonary venous pressure, or pulmonary venous hypertension, that activates the Starling's law, leads on to leakage of fluid, or the translation of fluid in the interstitial edema, followed by alveolar edema. So we can see This is the venular end, venous end of the capillary. This is the arterial end. When the pressure inside the capillary increases, the venous end increases, the fluid will start transmitting the interstitial, the Starling slope. So, read about the Starling slope. And when somebody with a heart failure comes with breathlessness, the basic pathology, you should remember, it is the development of pulmonary venous hypertension. And again, you can see here, when there is interstitial edema, the J receptors will be stimulated, which I already mentioned. There can be peribronchial edema that can stimulate the stretch receptors there or mechanical receptors. There can be fluid in the interstitial alveoli that will lead on to decrease in the oxygen saturation, hypoxemia. This can lead to tissue acidosis. All this combined together causes the... So in pulmonary edema also there is occurrence of hypoxemia. And this hypoxemia will be identified by the central chemoreceptors in the medulla or the peripheral chemoreceptors in the aortic arch. As there is a fluid in the interstitium and pulmonary and or in the lung, that will also increase the resistance or the decrease the compliance of the lung. So what happens? The mechanoreceptors in the lung will be stimulated. So both this leads on to the feeling of air hunger or air tightness. The afferents will go to the brainstem, and from there it goes to the sensory cortex. And depending upon that, by the central integration, there will be increase in the work of breathing by the muscles, or the respiratory muscles will be activated, the external intercostals and the diaphragm. And in between there is a crosstalk between the motor cortex and sensory cortex. And in addition to that, the cognitive, social, psychological other aspects will also come into play, and the patient will feel breathless. Hope this is clear to you.